Today we'll be installing a ductless split unit, and this is where the indoor unit will be hooking it in. Meanwhile, we'll have put a rug, put a mat on the floor here to protect the rug, and here is our indoor unit in a box. So we're going to be taking it out in a box. Okay, so we have put in this plate here. This plate comes with the unit. It is a guide to help you, to let you know how far you should hang your evaporator. And also we have made a hole, but good enough. We're going to heat this pipe here, which is like a waste or an exhaust pipe. Well, we're so lucky we didn't hit that, so we're going, which is okay. So we're okay with that hole now, and we're going to just hang in our evaporator. So here is the evaporator that will be hanging in. Okay, so we'll hang it in and we'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so it's time to run the wiring and the line sets. Usually I run my line set from outside to the indoor unit. I bring it from outside to the indoor unit. But today, the thickness of the wall is about 6 to 7 inches to the outside. The thickness of the wall from here to the outside is 6 to 7 inches. So I have more than, say, about 10 inches. So if I bend my angle here to my suction here, I have about 10 inches. So it means I will be able to come outside with about 2 to 3 inches. So I can hook up my outside. But here is my low voltage here. So I just want to explain that in most cases, you will always have that. I think this is one of my first time that I'm seeing this, because the thickness of my wall is just about 6 to 7 inches. So I just want to point that out, that you will always see that. So when you are doing installation, okay, thank you. Okay, so my indoor unit is hooked up here. A couple things I want to mention about. Manufacturer recommend at least 4 inches from here to the top. Okay, so we try to stay away from the molding a little bit if they need to any other extra job. So we're also something I want to talk about is also a slope. So we got from this range here to this way, we got about a quarter drop. So to be able to have a proper slope on our unit. So the indoor is hooked up. We're going to hook up the electrical properly, but as well we'll be going to the back to hook up the condensing unit. So we'll keep you updated. Thank you for watching so far. Okay, so I'm hooking up my electrical. So something I want to point out here before I close this place, very important, the wire that came from the condensing unit from outside, the one I just put in, very important when you are putting it back. Please make sure you take note of how you install it. If you put it in here, maybe for example you're using your red as number 1, black as number 2, and white as number 3, and then your ground, I'm using green. Please make sure you also correspond that with the outside unit. Okay, please, very important, make sure you also relate that you are relating it with the outside unit. If you mismatch it on the outside, you will not get a function, and you might be thinking your unit is bad or it's not functioning. So please make sure you get this right. And if you complete doing here, you can just take a picture, and when you go outside you put it the same way. Okay, so I just want to point that out. So I'm hooking up the wiring here, and then after we'll proceed to the back to start installing the outdoor unit. Please, if you have watched this watch it so far, please subscribe to HVAC Mechanical System, and we'll keep you going. Thank you. Okay, so we are up on the roof on the shingle area. So this is where the client initially proposed we will agree, but you can see that I don't have enough space to hang up the unit. Remember, this unit is a heat pump, so it's going to work in winter and in summer. So when the snow hit, there's going to be a lot of snow here. So we suggested that we hang up the unit here. So here's my hanger here. So we're going to hang up the unit here, and then I will keep you updated. So I just put in the hanger, and I'm going to connect my line sets. Okay, run my line sets all the way down to this place, and then hook up the unit. Okay, so I will keep you updated. So you can see from here to the floor, it's almost like 12 foot high to the floor. Thank you. Okay, so this is the line sets coming from the indoor coil. This is my suction, and this is my discharge, and here is my drain, and here is my low voltage wiring. So you can see that this came out, okay, and like I said, in many cases this won't come out, so all of this pipe would have gone in there and then couple everything and then push it through the hole. But it does come out here, so I have been able to tighten this securely, okay, and tighten this securely using 2 wrench. Okay, please always use 2 wrench. Don't use 1, you might kink it, and that will not be okay. So what I'm going to do now is to insulate all of this pipe, insulate all of this, and then make sure my drain is going to be put properly, and then use a tape to secure this line properly. Tape it, and then I will have to do a caulking to caulk this hole. So basically that's all I need to do here. Just want to keep you up to date, and then I will connect the condensing unit. I will let you know. Thank you. Okay, so you can see I have applied my foam insulation to the hole, and you can see how I securely wrap this line sets. Okay, both line sets should be insulated, properly well insulated. Okay, and this is how I left the drain. I just left it up on the roof. I don't have to extend it further than that, so that could be okay here. So again, I'm going to show you how I'm going to connect my condenser unit. Thank you. Okay, so as you can see, I have hooked up my this is my discharge and my suction. It's all hooked up here. So just the lines that are coming, so I bring it here. So the next thing is to hook up my electrical, and I will also show you how to hook up my electrical. Thank you for watching so far. Thank you. Okay, so my low voltage wiring is hooked up. Please, as earlier mentioned, in ductless split unit, it's not a place where you go by color code. Please make sure you go by number. Okay, so if you're indoor, number 1 is red, then come over here and put your number 1. So even though the upper one could be different color, ignore that. Follow your number. Okay, if your number 1 on the indoor is number 1, come in here, connect the same wire that you connected on your indoor to be your number 1. If your number 2 is black, here I have it black, but here I have it blue. So don't go by color code. Please make sure you go by number. Okay, so that's the proper way to really connect your heat pump unit. If you missed the numbering, then you will have a problem. So I think it should be okay. So I'm going to insulate this line, insulate it here, and cover this up. But again, I'm going to have to hook up my high voltage, okay? The L1 and L2 is going to come in here. Thanks for watching so far. Okay, so I'm hooking up my vacuum. First I have put in nitrogen to check for leak, and there was no leak, so I hook up my vacuum, and the vacuum says it's okay. So I'm going to have to turn off my vacuum, and then I'm going to connect the main electrical line, and thereafter I'm going to turn on the unit, let the gas in and check for gas leak again, and if there's no leak, then I will have to turn the unit on. So I want to thank you for watching so far. Just hang on, we'll be done in a couple of minutes. Thank you.